friends, Shayla here. So it is time for releases on my radar. So these are books that I either have arcs for, and manga by the way, or they're just things that I'm genuinely excited about that are releasing in the month of February. I do these monthly rather than like quarterly because there's usually so many. So let's go ahead and dive right into the list and not waste any time. So let's start at February 2nd. The first thing on the list is Much Ado About You. I believe this is by Samantha Young. I didn't really get along with her first one, but I'm really hopeful for this second one. Looks a lot more bookish, more up my lane than the previous one, so I'm hoping it's good. And then we have the only other book for this week is All the Tides of Fate, which is the sequel to All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. Really loved the first book, really looking forward to book 2. All right, let's get into the manga for this week. We've got some great titles that I'm very excited about. So first up, we have Shortcake Cake Volume 11. Super excited to keep going in the series. We are almost to the end. It ends at either 12 or 13 volumes, I can't remember, but we are getting very close to the end. Next, we have a new series, and that is The King's Beast. I have read this first volume. I absolutely adore it. It takes place in the same world as Dawn of the Arcana, where Dawn of the Arcana was very Japanese, folklore inspired. The King's Beast is much more Chinese inspired, so they feel very different, but they are both equally very, very good. Next, we have Yona of the Dawn, Volume 28. Y'all knew Yona was going to be on the list. Let's be real here. Next, we have Our Fake Marriage, Volume 5. I am a little bit behind on this series, but I really loved the first 2 volumes. I do need to catch up, and it's a great fake marriage josei series, so I'm really looking forward to continuing. Then we're finally getting a print of Witch Hat Atelier, Volume 7. This one got pushed back at the end of the year, and I'm really excited we're finally getting it. And last but not least for this week, we have The Vampire and His Pleasant Companions. So obviously it's vampire. I believe it's BL. Definitely looks good. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to hear more. Then I do have one that's coming out on February 8th rather than the 9th. And that is Gray Hair Don't Care. This looks like a contemporary romance where a woman goes gray young and her finding love, and my hairdresser heart just loves the idea of this, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Okay, let's move on to February 9th. So first up, we have Reckless Road by Christine Feehan. Y'all know me and Feehan, and especially with this Torpedo Ink series, like, we're living, we're thriving, looking forward to it. Then we have Back in the Texan's Bed by Naima Simone. Definitely looking forward to this. I love me something in Texas, and this just looks so steamy and so good. Then we have The Duke Heist by Erica Ridley. I'm really excited for this one, actually. It's not often I get super hyped for a historical like this, especially from an author I've never read, but it just sounds so good. Then we have Hit Me With Your Best Scott by Suzanne Enoch. This one just looks like a lot of fun. And the play on Hit Me With Your Best Shot in the title, like, just, it piques my interest. We'll see what happens. Then we've got Wild Rain by Queen Bev. I'm so excited to read this. So excited, because we've got a woman in pants. Let's do it. All right, on to the manga for this week. So first up, we have Komi Can't Communicate Volume 11. Y'all know that I love Komi, and I love this series a whole lot. I know a lot of people dropped it after like Volume 4 or 5, but I'm still a diehard. I love it so much. We've got a new series that is Boss's Wife Volume 1. This has faint Yakuza, like mafia kind of vibes to it, where it's kind of like a childhood friends, but like he's end up working for the Yakuza, and like I believe it's her father's debts will be forgiven if she marries him kind of a situation. So it just sounds kind of messy, but awesome. So I'm very excited. Next we have Night of the Ice Volume 5. Y'all know I love this series, and I believe it's 10 volumes, so we're at about the halfway point. And then we have Something's Wrong with This Volume 5. Y'all know I don't shut up about this series, so I'm very excited about that. And then I've got another new series, which is Even Though We're Adults Volume 1. This is a series with 2 adult women entering in a romantic relationship, and it sounds kind of messy, but fun. So definitely looking forward to that. And then last but not least for this week, we have The Apothecary Diaries Volume 2, which I am very excited for. If you want to see me read Volume 1, there's a video in the corner for you. Moving on to February 16th. First things first, we have First Comes Life by Alicia Rai. Definitely excited for this one. I have an arc, I haven't read it yet, but I'm very excited. I've loved everything in this series thus far, so I'm really looking forward to it. And then last but not least, book-wise this week, is A Court of Silver Flames. Like, nobody wanted to compete with SJM, so all the stuff that I like to read, nobody's competing with her. Except Alicia Rai, which we love it, we stan. And, you know, I'm just very much looking forward to it. All right, on to the manga for this week. So we have Blue Flag Volume 6. Y'all know I'm invested in this series to the end. It's about 4 teens figuring out life, and it's beautiful. And then we've got Mermaid Saga Volume 2, which is the final. They are done in 2 omnibuses. And I do have an arc for this, so I'm looking forward to reading that very soon for you. It's definitely like horror meets vampire or meets mermaids. It's really, really interesting and really good. If you like dark and spooky, like this is like the threshold of what I can handle. So like, it's good. You'll like it. And then we've got the collector's edition of Cardcaptor Sakura Volume 7. Again, I'm just collecting these as they come out in the collector's editions. I really enjoy them. And then we've got the Chobits Collector's Edition Volume 3, which again, I'm very excited for. We've got a couple of new series. We've got Star-Crossed Volume 1, which is body swapping with an idol, because there was a mistake in when they died. And so they got sent back, but they got sent back in each other's bodies, I believe is how it goes. Looks really fun. And then we've got Those Not So Sweet Boys Volume 1, which is the same mangaka that does like That Wolf Boy Is Mine and Love in Focus. So I'm really looking forward to a new title from them. And then last but not least for this week, we have My Senpai Is Annoying Volume 4. Y'all know I love this office rom-com 4-coma style with color. It's glorious. We love it. All right, on to the 23rd, which is a pretty heavy week. I'm very excited about it. So we've got The Marriage Pass, which looks glorious. Oh my gosh, this cover, like, we love to see it. And then we've got A Wolf After My Own Heart, which is paranormal, obviously. Looking forward to that. Then we've got Hero Wanted, looks like shipwrecked, possibly pirates. Yes. We've got Love at First, which looks absolutely adorable. Then we have Dream a Little Dream by Melinda Curtis. I love this small town series. It's so good. Waiting for a Scott Like You by Ava Lee. I've already read this. It's fantastic. It's my favorite in the series, if I'm honest. And then we've got It's Been a Pleasure, Nani Blake. This looks so good. Plus size heroine. We love to see it. And I believe she's bisexual because there's a reference in the description of being with men and women. So we love to see it. That's it for the books. Let's get into the manga because there's, again, quite a big list. A Sign of Affection coming out in physical, which I'm really excited for because we have a deaf heroine in this one. And I believe the guy somehow knows sign. I don't remember all the details, but this looks absolutely adorable. I'm so excited. And then we have How Do You Do, Koharu. This is like a girl who is like online, a YouTuber. She hates her real life, so she kind of lives in her virtual life, and about someone that she meets that way that she wants to get to know in the real world, I believe is how it goes, but it looks really good. Donuts Under a Crescent Moon, which again is another sapphic title, which I'm looking forward to. We've got Golden Japanesque, which I believe again has like mafia yakuza kind of feels to it. Looks really good. We've got Love and Heart Volume 1, and then we've got a bunch of there's one more new one coming out, and that's The Cat Proposed. This is a single volume BL, which looks absolutely fun. I love BLs with slightly paranormal elements to it, so I'm really looking forward to this one. And then we've got a bunch of volume 2s coming out that I'm really excited for. We've got The Ancient Magus Bride's Wizard's Blue Volume 2. We've got The White Cat's Revenge as plotted from the Dragon King's Lap Volume 2. I believe that's the title. If I got it wrong, I'm sorry. And then we've got A Witch's Love at the End of the World Volume 2. The Girl with the Sanpaku Eyes Volume 2. So excited for all those Volume 2s. And then we've got a couple of Volume 3s. A Man and His Cat Volume 3 got pushed back to the end of February. Still really excited for it. And then Deep Scar Volume 3. I've been waiting for this Volume 3 for a very long time, so I'm excited that we are finally getting it. So friends, those are all of the titles that I am excited about in the month of February. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything you're excited for that was not on this list. And I will see you guys in the next one.